Well, thankfully, Chicago should be a much more pleasant experience. It's my favorite map. Not only that, but there are boost panels here, which means we can get our top speed up. While brake drifting if we need to. Yeah, we are definitely not taking the lower route. That would be insane. Okay, not a bad lap 1. Lap 2 is obviously going to be a bit harder. So we're going to have to brake drift. We just can't lose too much speed before we hit the boost panels is basically it. We can brake drift between those two boosts, no problem. For that one, we can maybe do the correction. The stick correction. Ouch. Alright, this one is going to be a bit more interesting. Unlike New York, this one will probably be a puzzle, and once you figure out the puzzle as Von Drake, it won't be that much execution. Shoot. Okay. Not sure if we'll be able to take the inside drift on those pipes. Oh, that's the way to do that part. Not sure how difficult the expert staff ghost is going to be here. I can't imagine it's going to be more difficult than the New York one. I don't imagine any of the staff ghosts are going to be more difficult than the New York one. Because that was the perfect storm of ridiculously good staff ghost on a very, very tiny course. So there was no room for improvement, really. Whereas every course beyond this is going to be longer than New York, which means more opportunities for the expert staff ghost to screw up. So hopefully it won't be a stupidly perfect record anymore. Okay, I've got to figure out how to do that better on the first lap. Yeah, this... Okay, getting to that first boost panel. Honestly, that's probably as best as we can expect. Oh boy. Ouch. Ouchie ouch. Already, though, this is a lot more fun than New York ever was. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's a great first lap. Oh, what? I didn't hit that second boost panel, apparently. That's gonna be a problem. Okay, the staircase is also a bit of a weird problem. Because we have to drift at the right times to line ourselves up properly for when we reach the bottom. Okay. Let's try just constantly drifting. Alright. If we drift a little longer during the first part of that drift, then I think we'll be Gucci. Ow! Still, this course is significantly... Wow, I blew up. This course is significantly wider and more forgiving than New York is. If we didn't hit the wall there, that would have been very successful. Same move there. Oh yeah, that's the way to do it. One giant drift. That's not the way to do it, though. And just occasionally tap the brake button. And oh yeah, that's a beautiful skid. That's the key. I like levels that have a good amount of boost panels. Especially when it's time trialing with Ludwig von Drake. Alright, still need to figure out... I'm not used to taking that route, so I still have to remember what that route all entails. Let's go. Oh, darn it. We should get... Okay, we should drift to the left a little bit while we're going up there. Or while we're going down that giant slope. Okay, I don't like how I keep accidentally jumping over that boost panel. That's a problem. So we start a drift, we go over this, then we start doing full inside drift while lightly tapping the button. There's a lot of fluctuation with what your speed can be there. Ow! Oh, this is gonna be so weird. But I like this. Again, it's all about figuring out that puzzle. Okay, so we do a giant drift around this corner. Then we drift over here. Then we drift to the right. Then we drift to the left. There we go. Alright, much more natural. No! Why does it... Feels like the more perfectly I take that turn, the more likely I am to just jump over the boost panel. I hate that. I also don't like hitting the pipe along the way. But I also don't want to brake drift around the pipe. Ow, no. Okay. The inside way actually really isn't that much harder to take than the outside way, and it's faster, so we're going to be taking that from now on. Honestly, the biggest issue is that sometimes your Ludwig just decides to jump over that one boost panel. And if you do, that loses a lot of time. Because, well, boosting makes you go real fast. Yeah, so if we brake drift here, we can start an... If we brake drift at the right time, we can start a new drift once we're down there. And that perfectly sets us up at the right angle to just get through the whole rest of the course and finish the lap. Alright, let's try this. Inside drift, brake drift. Okay. The timing for when you need to stop drifting and where, along with when you start the second drift, is a little tight. But if I can just get that into my muscle memory, it should be not too bad. Okay, that time I just missed the booster panel. That happens. Doggone it! Why does it sometimes just automatically jump me over that booster? That literally is screwing me up. Oh, man. That series of drifts is pretty precise. But I will get it eventually. Yikes, man. I know I could easily beat the Donald Staff Ghost. But again, I want to see how well I can do. That way, even if I don't beat the expert staff ghost right after this, at least I'll be well trained to go up against him. I don't want to keep building these bad habits on the course, though. Okay. No! Doggone it! That was such a good run. I decided to brake drift a little harder in front of that green zipper. Just that seems to drastically decrease the chances of you jumping over it. Even if it might be technically slower long term, it's gonna be faster just because of consistency. Alright, it comes down to this. Can we finally make this turn on the last lap? Yes, we can. And we finished 31 seconds on each lap before the music even got to loop. Yes! Is that good enough to beat the expert? It is! Woo! That's awesome. This one is not worthy of the exclamation point, though. Okay, that one... Okay, never mind. It's gonna keep exclamation point, even though I removed it. Alright, then. Fair enough. That one was actually pretty fun. Yeah, that one was a good balance of figuring out which way to go on the track, and there was a good amount of execution, but it was a forgivable amount. So let's go to the next one. Alright, Yellowstone I think we can pull off with Von Drake because there are so many boost panels on this level. This is going to be a puzzle level. Figuring out how to take all of these turns, pretty much. Oh, yuck. First boost panel isn't for a while, though, so... Okay, but once we hit the boost panel, we can hit it right into this one. Interesting. Okay, okay. We can do something like this. Ouch. Okay, okay. No, this should work. I'm a little worried that this one's also a very short course, so it could end up with one of those situations where it's very hard to beat the expert staff ghost. But considering we're Von Drake, who has a way better boost than any other character, I think that'll make up for it. I know we're just barely beating. Never mind. We touched grass, which usually is a good thing, but in this, as Von Drake, no, it's not. I like spending all day on the computer. Oh, darn it. We actually were racing pretty great till we spun her off on the grass. Okay, apparently we hit a rock there. That's not what you want to see. Okay, we can't hit the grass, but we can use our momentum from the startup boost to actually do a lot. Like, we can brake drift there and not lose nearly as much speed as we normally would. Okay, that boost panel is actually kind of hard to touch. No! That's gonna cost us some time. Hopefully not too much, though. Alright, 17 seconds each lap. Depending on how tough the expert staff ghost is, we might have to replay that to hit the boosts on every lap. Yep, sure enough. Alright, let's try that again. Let's see how good the expert staff ghost is. It's Pete. Okay. We'll see how this goes. Okay. Getting from boost panel 2 to boost panel 3 is the hard part. Dude, the rocks are so hard to dodge. Oh, stupid rocks. This is one of those courses, though, where as long as you don't make any major mistakes, says Von Drake, you'll beat Pete. Problem is, it's very easy to make major mistakes. Oh, of course! And if you turn right to go left, then that also makes things bad. I also have no idea why it's making me blow up from time to time when I literally do the exact same timing for the boost every single round. Alright. And there we go! Alright. The rocks were kind of obnoxious, but beyond that, that was actually a pretty good time trial course. Yeehaw! Well, there we go. Okay. We're reaching the courses that I'm not sure if Von Drake is going to be able to do. So we'll see if he can play on the White House, but I'm not optimistic given the enormous amount of tight turns to have to be made here. Yeah, we can't... This might be similar to New York's tunnel, but kind of all over the place. We'll see what we can do. Okay, well, let's not do that. Now, if this doesn't work, we're going to have to start busting out Louis for, like, all the remaining levels. So what worries me about Washington, D.C., aside from the sheer amount of very crazy turns, is the fact that there are no boost panels on this level, which means if we have to brake drift, like right here, we're not going to be able to get back up to speed easily. So like this. So we can drive on a straightaway, and eventually we can get back up to speed. Boy, once we get here, I'm not sure if Andrake's gonna be able to pull this off. We're still ahead of Donald, but there's no way we're beating like the Goofy and Pete staff ghosts here, right? Nah. No way. All right. I think, folks, it's time that we need to break out Huey, who has the same speed as Goofy and Pete, slightly better handling, and a slightly lower weight stat. I'm not sure if the weight stat really affects much in time trial mode, though, so... Alright. Washington, D.C. with Huey. Let's see how this goes. I mean, we'll obviously be able to beat Donald. But with our superior handling over Goofy and Pete, if we take really tight inside turns, that's going to be the key to our victory, I think. "30 seconds for lap 1. That's pretty good. I mean, Donald is a good ways back there. All right, 30, 29, 29. I think that's a pretty good 3-lap time. Oh, apparently they do too, because we got the gold medal. Wow, all right. Dang, so New York was just by far the hardest track. All right. All right, we're off to the Everglades, and I have a feeling that we can just dominate on this track, because Huey's just going to be way better than Goofy and Pete are. And this is also one of those tracks that it's basically everyone's just like, yeah, you need Huey for this. Because again, there's a lot of off-road, but Huey's pretty good off-road, at least for a little bit. For example, Huey can do that. If Goofy and Pete tried to do that, they would slow down a lot. Now granted, you can't be reckless, so we do still have to play it well. Let's go! But man, this track was made for Huey, Dewey, and Louie. Especially Huey. Okay, that is a problem. I've hit that on the first 2 laps. Otherwise, though, this is going great. This is definitely one of those courses, I don't care who you are, Von Drake's not going to be able to do this course. Alright, so we absolutely destroyed Mickey Mouse. We'll see how we did compared to the Expert Staff Ghost. Okay, we did not beat the Expert Staff Ghost, but we also bonked walls twice, so... yeah, that's to be expected. Alright, yeah, we can beat Pete. We can race a lot more cleanly. Okay. Let's not do that again. I gotta hand it to Pete. He's racing quite well, considering he's, well, Pete. Oh, that stupid tree. That's much better. Oh yeah. Easy. Well, easy if you have Huey, which I wager most of you do not, but hey, I'm using literally everything at my disposal. Oh yeah. Pete's nowhere to be seen. New record! In your face! Oh, it feels good to get another record. Alright, we're off to Malibu. This is one I really don't think the professor's going to be able to do well because of the sand that's on the road. Also, if we repeatedly drift back and forth here, we can take this shortcut. Not sure if that's going to be faster or not, but we'll see. This is a course I'm worried about the expert staff ghost on. They could be very nasty. Alright, 35 seconds for first lap, not too bad. Alright, Malibu. So I've had a couple minor screw-ups. Nothing too major, but definitely I can clean this up a bit if we fail to beat the expert staff ghost, which I wager we probably will. Okay, now that's actually a pretty major screw-up right there. Okay, there's no way we're beating the expert staff ghost now. Donald's right behind us. I just wanted to go to Malibu! Sorry, Uncle Donald! We got here first! Okay, yeah, we barely beat Donald. So depending on how tough this next staff ghost is, we'll just see about this, shall we? It's Pete again. This is why most of the expert staff ghosts are Pete, is because the one time they used Goofy, he was way too overpowered. Okay, that is faster than whatever Pete did. So that's the first mistake I can improve on. Oh, there's Pete, though. I don't like that. Okay, Pete's not completely dominant here, which is good. Yeah, I still need to use the fact that I actually can touch off-road a little bit. What way does Pete take here? Yeah, that seems like a pretty solid way of going forward. Honestly, if we can just race well while taking that shortcut every lap, we'll probably get him. Okay, honestly, if we hadn't hit the wall at that one part, we got this. Okay, well, it's not if we grind up against the wall. We might be able to get a trick off of the sand mountain in there. Actually, yeah, I think we totally can. That can give us maybe a little extra speed. Also, if you're hopping like crazy in there, you need to wiggle the stick back and forth, otherwise you won't actually jump. For anyone attempting to do these time trials at home, don't know why you'd do that, but there are crazy people out there. Oh no. That's okay. Okay, we got a nice lead on Pete. As long as we don't screw up anything massively this lap, we should be good to go. Oh yeah, using our off-road to our advantage, that's the key. And again, Louis can't go off-road for long periods of time. But for a little bit, oh, he's good. There we go! Not too bad at all. And we didn't need Von Drake. There we go! Only Frantic Finale left.